Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is your man, Spaceman Stu, a.k.a. The Black Fiend, Black Phoenix Productions. You are tuning into the UAP Radio Show, the Underground Apocalypse podcast show, where we take the underground word and turn it upside down to the surface. And it's what? Sunday? So y'all already know what we out here doing. We live for the 5-minute fickle, that is. But we are here on a special edition here in CJ's Grill to give a recap for last night's 2019 annual BBX All Black Affair Award Show Gala. And I'm sitting here with one of the coordinators, one of the recipients of the Business of the Year Award last night, Mr. William Scott Brooks. What's going on, my brother?
I'm going good after last night. I'm blacknificent, blacktastic.
And tired.
Tired.
I can dig it, man. Well, how'd you let's jump right on into it, man. How'd you feel about last night, man? Because seeing everything, man, it was like it really set everything in stone for me personally, because, seeing all the award recipients, seeing the family come out, and it was a slew of supporters that came out for those award winners, and that was the most beautiful part of it for me. But, how did you feel about everything last night?
Being a part of this for 5 years now and seeing it grow from the first year to year 5, which it started out as just a business expo or a pop-up, what they call them, pop-up events.
Pop-up shops.
Pop-up shops. It basically started off from that. It was small, but we took it and wanted to take it and make it more about the community because of our economic situation. Right now, blacks are currently last. We're at the bottom. So the event and the cause that we have, it's about economics. So we're just trying to bring awareness to our economic situation. And I believe that it's doing that. I mean, and I love the way it's growing, and I love the way the people coming together. I couldn't wish for a better outcome than last night. By far, it was the best night we had ever had doing it. Not to look down on any other night, because the people who involved are still involved. Everybody that's been involved from the beginning are still involved now in some type of capacity. Those that are not, they still root, I hope. But at the end of the day, it's still going strong.
I can dig it. It continues to grow every single year. And we had the stage this year. We had the podium situation set up. Like it was a complete transition, from every year to every year. And that's what you want to continuously do, is to progress upon what you've done previously and go forward with it. I believe Boss Lady J had the poem, I'm my own competition or whatever, and you want to, be better than you were the day before. How did you feel about, the poetry, the spoken word that we had for last night? Boss Lady J came and blessed us all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I gotta send big shots out to her. She tailored the poem to the actual event, and she knocked it out of the park. I loved all the words that were spoken last night, because everything was spoken from the heart. She seemed that it took a little time, and she has a beautiful family, husband and children. We love to have them a part of it. I hope they continue to be a part of it also, because that's just showing the reach. Because this is not really about Kings Mountain. This is about it's basically about where we at. We last in the country in economics. We really not just focusing on Kings Mountain. We're really focusing on the fact that we at the bottom. And so therefore that we have a universal appeal. A lot of the people some people were from Charlotte, Gastonia, Shelby, Kings Mountain. This actual thing started in Kings Mountain, but it's about being a family. And it's starting to feel like it. You know what I'm saying? It really is, with Pam Williams coming on and blessing us with her presence. Basically, like I said, she's the queen. And definitely, Coach McDowell is the king.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even lie. For whatever problems we could have with any individuals, we can't have any problems with individuals that have done as many things as these two people have done. And to be a part of it, come down and help us, because our age range, I'm not trying to shout people out on their age, but our age range is ranging from 80 back to 10 right now.
I was getting ready to say something on that.
I mean, that you can't beat that. No matter how you look at it, that is fantastic. And a lot of the people that was involved all have businesses. I mean, most of the people involved have businesses. Now, we were awarding Pam because of her lifetime achievements for all the jobs and all of the women and being involved with the AKAs, being in her community,
her
faithful church
accolades.
member. Yeah, her accolades go on and on. And I mean, you know, and they just they deserve recognition. That's what this is about. Giving flowers from the community to our own while they're still here. We need that. We can't wait on other people to recognize the work that we do in our own communities. That's why a lot of work's not being done in our community. Think about it.
It's not being
There's
recognized.
No reward. Exactly. Now there's an award. There's a BBX now. That's what the BBX is about. When it was being created and people were sitting around, like I can give shots out to right now at the beginning. Brian Hillman and Tatiana Berry, I had to give them shots out. They were there at the beginning. It's been a long road for 5 years. It's almost been a half a decade. And everybody has grown. Everybody has grown from this event. Whether, you know, I don't know how they see it, but I hope the event goes on for, why not 15 more years?
Oh, I see it going. I don't see it stopping. Not especially after last night. And speaking of Tatiana Berry, she was one who initially invited me out to the very first expo that I had seen, and I even said it last night. Like when I walked into the room, man, I was literally mind blown by everything that I had seen, and ever since I wanted to be a part of it. And now, you know, even carrying back to what you just now said, and what Pam had also said, like it takes a village to actually have these type of things, and we have a age range all the way from Graciana Benjamin receiving her award all the way up to like you said, the 80s, because it was something in that room last night that could touch people from generations to generations to generations, and it not being able to die off, because it's something that can carry on forever. Those kids are going to be able to remember that forever. No different from how I was touched from first walking in there. Those kids are going to be able to see that, and anybody that comes along and be like, man, you know, black people can't do nothing, or this, that, and the third. Nah, that's a lie. I seen this, that, and the third.
Absolutely.
I seen the BBX do it. I've been to an award show gala, and it was amazing, especially in me to have my daughter in there and then see other families have their kids together. Like I said, the Benjamins, that was a mother and a daughter. They worked together with their business. And then you have Power Fuel Bites. That was a husband and wife. And like I said, they have a child that they can show at a young age coming up, you know, what it is about business and how black people can actually come together and unify. And it's no different from how you said, if we don't do it for us, ain't nobody gonna do it.
Oh man, absolutely. Even talking about Mrs. Berry. Mrs. Berry introduced me to you, but she told me that it was something special about you, and it's definitely been something special about you. Me and her took a trip one time, and the trip was to I think Raleigh, and we met a man, and it's a man that I kind of hold dear in my heart. I think he's basically one of the most revolutionary type of people that I've probably ever met in my life, and I can say that I'm changed, and I have to humble myself sometimes. You know, I can get outside myself, as everybody got their shortcomings. But it's something he said to me, and I hold it dear. He said there are no all-stars. There's no all-stars in our race. We are all down until we all up. And see, we just practice that. At the end of the day, we'll all be up. That's why I asked everybody last night, what are you doing individually? What are you doing collectively for the betterment of the black community? If you're not doing anything collectively or individually, then who's doing anything for the black community? That's the question. Now, we have an organization now. It's called the BBX. Now, the BBX stands for something, but if you come in, we'll tell you everything that it stands for. Come inside. Give us a call. If you want to link up, let's link up and grow, because we need to grow. Last night, everything you seen was done by black people, except for the building. Now, here's the thing. We challenging somebody out there to step forward. Church, organization, whoever. We're trying to find a permanent home. We want to do this every year. Make this something we can do, make it nice, make it done in the black community, and we want to continue to do it. It's a nice, clean event. It has nothing that you can't see in the pictures. Look in the pictures. It's done in total class and respect. And at the end of the day, we'll be able to do something, like I say, that ensures our existence and creates a future for our own children. That way, we can honestly say there are no all-stars in our race. We're all down until we're all up.
It takes us all. From everything last night, you know, looking through the pictures that y'all are seeing on the screen right now, what was one of the most memorable moments for you?
Oh man,
It was a lot of them.
Mrs. Benjamin with her daughter. I said I was gonna have a special place in my heart. You just gotta want to know what's gonna happen to the younger people that's been a part of it. Your daughter, you know, all our children being there. Like a lot of people don't get to see that, but the children, it's amazing. You just gotta know that if it continues to go the way it's going, the kids that's gonna remember this is gonna make nothing but great memories, and it's gonna create a great legacy.
I agree.
Mrs. Williams, what she said about a village, it was fantastic. Shelton and his family, and Mrs. Wilson just blew it away.
Mm-hmm.
I think once we put this out and you get the video and you see her basically watch the whole video in its entirety, it's some gems, some jewels dropped by everybody. Destiny, it just gives us so much hope for the future. So much hope for the future.
Most definitely. And especially put a great emphasis on our women, because our women, they put their foot out forward last night. They really did. Like I said, with the actual, you know, mother and daughter. Then you have Miss Wilson coming up there saying what she had said. Like, the recap of the video is gonna tell it all. Like, if you really missed last night, you really missed out on something to remember for ages to come. Like, and I don't know what's something that you actually learned from last night, but I know one thing that I for sure learned from last night is that I'm not gonna write nothing else down. Like, I tried to come up with something written to do, and I said I'm not gonna write nothing else down. The show still went, you know, fantastic, but that's one thing I learned from that. You just be yourself, because everybody that came up there, they spoke from the heart. Not saying that I didn't, but I wanted to really make something heartfelt for the night that it was establishing. What's something that you actually learned, you know, about yourself or the event in itself?
Just let everything flow natural. Everything tends to come together. I learned that Connie Brooks is a phenomenal decorator. I learned that Carlos is probably the best caterer in this area. I learned that you carry yourself well, and way you treat everybody and do the things that you do and do it right off the top of your head is wonderful. I'm telling you, so many brilliant people that's a part of this. It's just, I sincerely hope that everybody just take some time, watch it when we put the video out, you know what I'm saying? But support these people, you know what I'm saying? You got caterers, you got audio visual, photography, DJs. Malik did a fantastic job as a young man DJing. It was amazing. I'm telling you. Rev, man, well, you know, Lighthouse Ministries. You know what I'm saying? It was fantastic. These are up and coming people that's been a part of this movement that we've been having for a long time. They're just doing a fantastic job, and I just hope they continue to keep doing it. Because
the more people that I see get involved with it and want to stick around, the stronger it becomes. And this is no different from how they say on Soul Food. You know, you got a hand make a mighty blow. And if you got everybody collectively in on it, you know, the sky's the limit for it, because the strength relies in our numbers and people coming together and believing in something and going towards that one goal. It's not one leader for it. We all got to move together collectively. But I do want to also, like you said, give a shout out to CKreativeEvents for decorating for the event. CJ's Grill for catering. It was wonderful from top to bottom, my brother. Like, literally, it was wonderful from top to bottom.
You talking community connections, UAPRadio. You talking about CJ's Grill and catering. You talking about Connie Brooks as a decorator. If you have any events, it's nothing that these people can't handle. I told you, it's where the community connects. That's what this is about. No matter how we say it, it's going to still end up being the same thing. We are promoting unity amongst our people, but we know we can't get everybody. But if you got a mind that's like ours, join us. Well, we're not in any competition with anybody in this county, in this state, or in this country if you're black. If you want to come together and we can seriously do some things, look for resources and build, I'm for it. You just reach out and call us. The information is going to be in this recap. And I look at every photo. Look at whatever. I mean, I'm telling y'all, it was a fantastic night. It's something that we all need to be a part of every year. And we do it every Saturday after Thanksgiving, every year, every Saturday.
Yes, sir. I think I've already looked up ahead. It's November 28th for 2020? Yeah.
November 28th. What must be done for black people must be done by black people. That's what I'm saying. BBX 2020. 2020, people. 2020.
Looking forward to it. Yeah. The vision is no clearer right now, man.
Exactly.
On that note, man, is there anything else you want to leave the people with? Any words of encouragement or anything of that nature before we get on out of here?
I want to thank everybody, past and present. It's too many names, and you know who I'm talking about, from past and present that have been a part of this. With total humility, I would have never thought this could grow into this. And I wanted to quit plenty times last night. Not just, over time, but as you keep doing it, you see the purpose of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what would have happened if, I can't say I've seen something like this, but I've always seen black people do things in my community. And I know a lot of people hadn't seen that, but now we're bringing that back. We're bringing back the times of old where blacks are self-sufficient, self-motivated, self-determined. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to call it, I call it race firstness. I don't see a person have a problem with that until black people say it. So, I don't have a problem with that. And like I said before, if somebody thinks that's racist, good.
So be it.
So be it. That's just the unapologetic way you got to look at it. And that's what we're doing. Unapologetic economics. We need to get unapologetic about our economics, our physical health, and our mental health. We got to do that. If we don't do that for ourselves, nobody else going to do it. We already last. And the reason why we last is because we don't put ourselves first. And we put ourselves first, I'm telling you, it'll come together. Do for you first. Charity starts at home, but now we're looking for resources.
We've literally tried everything else but ourselves. So moving forward in 2020, it's really time for us to just try us. Absolutely. And I do mean that sincerely and wholeheartedly. Just try us. Even if you could just give it 1 year, let's see what it takes us to. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer. Be on the lookout for the actual recap from last night. It should be out somewhere around Christmas. There's also a documentary coming out along with, talking about everything leading up to the BBX and my involvement with it, being a part of the establishment and everything else. So also, if you need any photography, videography, musical or DJ needs, catering or decorative services or anything of that nature, just contact us. For all your media needs, you can contact me at 704-418-1876. I will also have the information for our caterers, for our decorator, and everybody else on below or at the end of this video. But this is your man, Spaceman Stu, a.k.a. the Black Fiend, Black Phoenix Productions, and we are signing out.
I got videography and photography services better than and lower than the competition, starting as low as $25. So call me today at 704-418-1876 and schedule your appointment today.